Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Catherine and I'm one of the co-founders of Nepal in Need. My husband is a Sherpa from the Himalayas and grew up in a village with no health care, no roads, no running water, no electricity, and didn't see a car until he was 19 years old. In 2008, we decided, myself and him, decided to give a substantial amount of money and try and change the situation in his village. And we built a health post there where nothing was provided. Subsequently, my friend and sponsor today, Jackie Hyam, helped form the charity Nepal in Need. This is a charity that now runs 3 health posts in remote mountain areas, solar power projects, water projects, textbooks for schools, and provides operations for indigent children with severe congenital problems. All this has been done entirely with UK unpaid volunteers. Our total expenses amounted to £396 last year. I hand you over to David, our chair.
Thank you, Catherine, and thank you all very much for coming here this evening. My name is David Ellis. I'm a retired NHS consultant and I travel to Nepal each year. Nepal in Need provides community health care to men, women and children in remote villages in Nepal. But the project I'm pitching for tonight is specifically to bring specialist health care to women from remote villages who have no access to care. We want to run a free health camp for a week this year. We'll bring in specialist teams from Kathmandu, all Nepali staff, together with all the equipment they need to provide specialist treatment for women. Nepal has appalling healthcare statistics. It's one of the poorest countries in the world, and the government spend on health is only £2 per head per year. Women and children suffer especially badly. Women suffer awful consequences of complications of pregnancy because they have very little access to any help in childbirth. We will advertise our health camp by word of mouth and on FM radio for 2 weeks before the event. Before I leave this slide, I want to just refer you to the map. The star shows the area in eastern Nepal where we're registered to work as an NGO. Now, because of the terrain here, everything moves by foot. There is no access to wheeled vehicles, and everything has to be, and there's no ability to use mules or any four-legged transport. The paths are too steep. So, carrying a bamboo basket on your back weighing perhaps 50 kilograms is part of normal everyday life for men and for women. You can see that this woman is carrying a basket filled with maize with some of her personal belongings on top, probably weighing about 30 kilograms. So all of the materials for our health post in the village of Gontala at an altitude of 10,000 feet arrived there on somebody's shoulders, including the corrugated iron tin roof. So this is one of our 3 health posts. This village is an area where Galjan, Catherine's husband, grew up as a child. The clinic was built by Nepal in Need in 2009, and it provides all community health resources for the villagers. Our staff tell us of some of the awful consequences of women's health problems, particularly women with prolapse who suffer a miserable life, often shunned by their husbands and ostracized by their families. This slide shows the maternal mortality ratio, that is the number of women dying for every 100,000 live births. The reason why the statistic for Nepal is so bad in comparison to other developing countries is because women cannot get access to skilled help in childbirth. Even worse, complications still occur when women return to work in the fields too soon. The government runs a safe motherhood programme, but its impact in this area is limited simply because of poor access to skilled childbirth attendants. We want to promote this programme and to give as much support as we can to the government programme for safe motherhood. Now, I apologise for showing you this slide, which shows a woman with prolapse, But this is such a common problem. We deal with it all the time. This is not a baby's head, it's a prolapsed womb. The diagram here shows how a pessary can be fitted to support the womb and enable the woman to return to normal life. But a lot of these cases do require surgical treatment. So at the health camp, we would be able to provide a range of skilled specialist treatment, as well as straightforward investigation, diagnosis and treatment. We will be able to provide surgical operations under local anaesthetic. We won't turn anyone away, regardless of what problems they have, including men and women, men and children if they turn up. All the treatment will be free. Experience tells us that we can expect very large numbers of women to attend, perhaps 1,000 in the week. Our budget for this week is only a little over £5,000. This will pay for the transport and salaries of 9 specialist staff from Kathmandu, all Nepalese staff, together with all the resources needed for our 1-week health camp. We will have very good record keeping, which will enable us to understand the benefits of everything that we're doing and to help us to plan for further health camps in the years to come. This health camp will have a huge and lasting impact on the health of women in this locality. Not only will we be providing and delivering health care, but we'll be helping with education and understanding of the health problems faced by women in remote villages of Nepal. So for the future, our main objectives now are to support and sustain our existing 3 health posts and to plan for further health camps, probably in other specialties, in the years to come. What I hope for this evening is that we will raise sufficient funds to cover the cost of the health camp in 2012. I'll be there and I'll be happy to report back. Thank you for your attention.